Hello, my name is Cole Williamson, and I am a reference librarian with Lone Star Montgomery. The purpose of academic librarians is to assist students in locating research materials for their various papers and projects, as well as to educate them in the concepts of information literacy or the ability to evaluate information and an understanding of its origin. First, I want to cover how to locate the library's resources. From the main LSC page, you can select the link at the top of the page labeled Libraries. This will take you to the shared LSC Libraries page, from which you may search through resources shared by all campuses. From here, you may access each campus's individual library page and their selection of resource guides. Use the link marked LSC-Montgomery to access the guides for the Montgomery and Conroe Center. From the main landing page, you have access to a variety of academic support services including library research, tutoring, and the Writing Center. The boxes on the left include an FAQ, chat with a librarian access, and the current hours of operation. Current items of note will be displayed in the gallery box at the top. Below that you will see two separate drop-down menus that access the various resource guides. The first lists the library subject-based guides, while the second lists guides for special topics and programs. Below these menus, you will see a series of tabs with links to a variety of support resources, including links for online and dual credit students. The last tab provides a schedule of the library's live workshops, dealing with a variety of academic assistance topics. Finally, contact information for the library personnel is at the bottom of the page. Using the Subject Guide drop-down menu, we can go ahead and access the Government Guide. Simply select the guide from the list and click Go. Each of the subject guide is designed to follow the steps of the research process from topic selection all the way to citation. The Welcome page will include links to various parts of the guide, as well as contact information for the liaison librarian for this subject area. Moving down to Get Started tab, you will find tips and information for selecting a good research topic. Resources helpful to a particular step in the process will be linked in accordingly. Also, note additional links located on the left-hand side of each page. These will also possess information that could be helpful in that point of the research. The first Find Resources tab will provide links to the different resource types, as well as a brief video discussing differences between these types and the advantages of each. Moving down to the Catalog tab will be information on how to use the catalog, access to the catalog, and the Library of Congress ranges for this guide's particular subject area. There's also a tab explaining how to locate a call number on the shelf. Below are accordion menus with additional tips for searching. The tabs on the database page will provide links to helpful resources in this subject area. Remember that accessing library databases off campus will require you to log in upon entry. Below, you will again find accordion menus offering tips for database searching. We will return to this page later on in the video. The last resources page will list various outside websites deemed useful to research in this area. In the case of government, they are divided by level of government and also one for statistical information. The last tab will link to professional organizations for the particular subject area in question. After resource types is information on how to evaluate information to determine its use in your papers. Each tab will highlight different questions to consider when deciding to use any source. The Use Your Sources tab will take you to the Writing Center guide, while the remaining tabs provide information on citation, contact information, and tutoring assistance respectively. Going back to the Databases tab under Find Resources, let's take a look at a couple of examples. First, we'll begin with Credo, a reference database good for background research and topic mapping. Once inside, we will perform a basic search for the term elections. The number of results will be listed on top next to a series of drop-down menus that may be used to refine your search. Each entry will show a word count, a list of key concepts which may be selected to narrow search results, and previews for any images that are in that entry. On the right-hand side, you will find a visual mind map that links your search terms to other concepts. Selecting any of these will perform a search for that term. Below that will be links to library resources and other databases related to your search. Selecting an entry title will allow you to read the full text of the article. From here, you have access to several tools, including a citation generator and the ability to share the article to a Google Drive, bibliographic program, or in an email. To the right, you will see a list of related searches that mirrors the visual mind map from the results page. Let's go ahead and close this database. And under Articles, let's take a look at Academic Search Complete. When searching for articles, I would suggest beginning with the Advanced Search option to provide more tools for refining your search. We'll begin with the same one-term basic search. Here at the top, we can see the number of results. The best way to begin refining these results is by entering additional terms to focus our topic. Your thesis statement, if you have one, at this point is a great place to look, but otherwise begin with terms you've collected during your background research. After adding another term related to our topic, we can search again. Additional terms to help narrow include geographic or age-related keywords. In this instance, we could add United States and young. Notice with each term, our list of results is getting smaller. Once you've used all three bars, you can add additional ones with this plus symbol. To continue adding terms to refine your results. Looking at the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see other options for refining searches. First, we can limit to articles that are only available in full text. By selecting the checkbox, it will automatically make that adjustment. Under publication date, we can highlight and change 1963 to 2010. Once we hit enter, it will restrict the results we have to the last 10 years of information. And already you can see we have a much more manageable number with which to work. Other ways to refine your searches in the search terms include Boolean terms, located here, and or not. You can see the database defaults to and. You can either add additional terms as we did before, changing the drop-down menu, or you can also type them in with terms that you know you want to find variations of. In this case, we can go young or youth. This is important because you never know what term an author may prefer in their particular publication. The use of or will increase your results. Another tactic is to use quotations. This will tell the database to treat a group of words as a single phrase, thus only locating instances of those words when they're together in a document. Once you begin to go through your series of results, first you'll notice next to each one it'll let you know if it's an academic journal or another periodical or a different type of resource. If we select the title, we'll get information about its original publication, including author, the original journal. This is a list of subject terms or subject tags applied to this article. Much like books on the shelf arranged by subject to make them easier to find, subject tags are applied to articles to link them together. Any one of these will act as a link and give me every article that shares that same subject tag. I can also use these as search terms to excellent effect within a database. Below that, you will find the abstract, which is a summary of the article. Especially with academic articles, they can be quite lengthy, so it's always good to take a look at an abstract to make sure that it's going to be useful to your assignment. On the right, again, we find ways to help keep track of articles. We can send them to a Google Drive. We can email them to ourselves and include a citation with that. There's a citation feature here that can be used to cut and paste, with a variety of styles available. Remember, it's always good to know which style your professors wishes you to use for your assignments. Also of note is the permalink feature. This will create a link here that you can use in a discussion forum on D2L. It's very important to use this link and not the link at the top so that those that you post the article to can actually view what it is you've posted. Finally, the full text is going to be here on the left-hand side. This will conclude this video. Please remember, if you have any questions on research, information literacy concepts, or citation, to reach out to a librarian who will be happy to assist you. Thank you.